thing standing between Americans and a wide open border right now is President Donald J. Trump and our great Republican patriots in the office. As we speak, Democrats in this state have cut off all funding for the Department of Defense.
I want to think of an hour when I was life. Getting hard to think of an alibi. Good evening. I am Classy Lady. Thank you for coming over to my channel. Would you so kindly hit the like button or the thumbs up button to help push me out there in the algorithm, please? Let's listen to a bunch of malarkey. I don't know how that thing keep getting on my screen. Oh, okay. Show me light on here. Go ahead on, girl. Go ahead on. Go ahead on. Go ahead on. Oh, I'm tired of listening to him, man. I'm gonna put on some music. You know you can lie. Tell nothing but a bunch of lies. Thank you. Or is that somebody else? Good evening. Hit the like button, please, before you forget. Or if you're gonna stay. I'm waiting on some of my chat to come in. Well, I'll be doggone. Hey, Cookie Monster, where you been? I'm doing good. How you doing? I missed you. I think I might have talked about some stuff in my chat that you should have been listening to. You need to go back through my lives and see some stuff I titled. Because I think when I was coming on and did some of my commentary, I was hoping you'd come and be in it and engage in it, but you've been ghost on me. Well, thank you. How's work going? I've been worried about you. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Classy Lady. Hit the like button for me, please. I'll get started in a moment. Oh, okay, yeah. If you're watching on your TV, you can't comment. All you can do is hit the like button. Yeah, I've been missing you down up in the chat, and I was wondering where you been, because I hadn't seen you. It's like you disappeared on me. And I often thought about you, how you was doing, and how your work situation was going and stuff. And I was hoping you would, maybe catch some replays of some of my lives, because I think I might have said and some of them said some encouraging stuff that might have helped you out. or might would have been encouraging to you. Anybody else came in yet? Everybody watching afar. Everybody watching from the bushes. Yeah, I do that sometime too when I'm watching some other content creators. I may watch them on TV and then I have to go back and work at the same situation keeps getting worse. Okay, extremely condescending direct reports still problematic. Started applying for job. Okay, good. Keep pushing them out there. Keep pushing them out there. You know, looking for a job is a job within itself. It can get frustrating. But if you believe in prayer, pray. Pray before you go in the job. Pray before you turn your computer on. And just pray during the day. Find you something, something inspirational, motivational. I got this for Christmas. My sister-in-law gave me this. Take a screenshot of it. It's little sayings and stuff. It is Bible based. Everything don't have a scripture to go back to, but some things do. Some things is just giving a story and some scenarios. So it's good. It's a good. I've read some things out of here, and it's a good little book. I'm not really a reader, but being that the stories and stuff is short, I've read a lot of them, and try to find you something inspirational or some affirmations that you can do every day. Something to keep you positive and keep your mind going. Because you'll need it. You'll get frustrated during the day. You'll get frustrated at work. So you're gonna need something to keep you motivated, keep you driven, and keep you going. So get you something that's gonna motivate you while you're at work. If you find yourself frowning all the time, get you a little small mirror to put on your desk, or if you could check it on your computer, and that way when you look in that mirror and you'll see all the frowns that, you know, if you're frowning more and stuff, where you can smile and fix the frown on your face, just because you shouldn't be mad or shouldn't be frowning or upset. I used to do that, and somebody taught me that long time ago. This lady told me that's what she does. She did. She had a mirror on her desk, and it helped her to keep a positive look on her face, a smile on her face. So when I had this very stressful job, I did that. I kept a mirror. And my coworkers would say, "Why you got that mirror?" I say, "Because when you're talking to people, if I'm looking in the mirror and I'm seeing that I'm frowning, and then I turn that frown into a smile, people can hear your voice, as in a smile through your voice. Your voice change. That's just like I'm talking to y'all live, and I keep looking, and sometimes I'll do this, and I'm like, why am I frowning? You know, it keeps me from frowning and making faces and stuff, because I'm looking. I can see myself in the camera, even though I can't see y'all. Y'all can see me. But it matters to me what you see on the other side of the way I look. That's why I don't come on here looking any kind of way, and I may pull on my clothes and make sure everything is everything. I put effort into coming on live and to be on live in front of people. I'm not just, just really out here. So anyway, so I'm at my 10-minute mark. welcome over to my channel. I'm Classy Lady. I'm a new content creator. I've been on here 9 weeks tomorrow. I'm pushing toward my first 1,000 watch hours or more, but that's what I'm, pushing and trying to go past that. And I am also trying to reach my first 500 subscribers. I'm not there yet. I think I need 125 people. I'm shy of that. So if you are viewing my channel or you are passing through, please consider subscribing to my channel. You may not listen all the time, but at least you'll get a notification when I come on to see what I'm talking about. If I'm talking about anything you want to listen to that night, I try to title my videos so that when a person run across my page, you can go scroll through my lives, hit the part where it says live, and look at my live videos and go down the list and see if there's anything that sparks your attention that you want to listen to, and it's easier to click on because you know what I titled it. And so pretty much what the title is pretty much what the conversation is going to be about. You get a little extra in there because I love to talk, so you're going to get a little extra stuff in there outside of what I'm talking about, but I am going to be talking about this subject. So today I put malarkey and blah 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 blah, because people be just blah 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 blah, be talking and telling lies and be full of malarkey. That's a kind of way of way of saying it. Hey Valentine baby, good evening. How you doing? Welcome over. Let me see. My chat don't move for some reason. Okay, well, you believe in the power of prayer, so you on the right shot. You're on the right road. Prayer and affirmation, positive key. Yeah, that should take you through. And just reflect back to that, Cookie Monster, when you at work. Just reflect back to that, because it's hard. Day for day, people. I don't know if you have to deal with the public or if you just crunching numbers and stuff. And then sometimes that can get frustrating, looking at paper all the time, paperwork, numbers. I'm pretty sure the numbers probably start looking the same. And if you look at a computer screen all day long, that could, give you a headache, your eyes hurt, and you need to just take a break. Even though, jobs give you designated breaks. Mine used to give 30-minute lunch and 2 15-minute breaks. And I would rather take the 30-minute lunch and give me a 30-minute break, just to completely unhook and just unwind, while I was at work. And I don't think any job should give anybody 30 minutes to eat. I mean, even if you're going to get lunch, it's going to take you 15 minutes if you're going somewhere close. And 9 times out of 10, it's fast food, unless you order your food ahead of time, pick it up. Then you have 30 minutes to eat. We used to have to wait for a microwave. So that means that's 5 minutes to heat it up. Somebody else is in front of you. That's 10 minutes. And then you end up having to scarf your food down with indigestion and your stomach not feeling right. And it just not right. We used to try to bring, well, sometimes I bring something easy. But for the most part, my lunch, being that I work evening shift, I had tried to have my heaviest meal at what was considered lunch was really evening dinner. Or some people say supper, and that was like at 5:30. Well, I used to like to go about 6:30. So that would be my heaviest meal, because I could go back to work and kind of move around. And then it would help that, we had to walk to our cars, and sometimes we parked a good little ways from the job. But 30 minutes is not enough, I don't think, for somebody to be able to have a proper meal, because some people like to take power naps. But some people used to like to go to their cars and take a nap, go to sleep, and it would do them good. When they come back, they felt refreshed. I know people take, 15 minutes, give them 15 or 5 or 10 minutes to close their eyes, and that's all they need, but that don't do me any good. 5 or 10 minutes, that's nothing, But some people, they say it's a power nap for them and they enjoy it. So, but anyway, that's why I say blah, 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 because I be talking about anything, and blah, blah, blah is when people be talking about everything and a whole bunch of nothing. And then when people be lying a bunch of malarkey. I was just watching the State of the Union, and what I really don't like about him is everything is I. In team, you don't see a I. So yeah, it's I, because everything you do is an executive order, because you don't want to go through the proper channels to get things passed or to get things taken care of. And that's what I don't like about him. He don't do that. Everything has to be done his way or the highway. And he acts like a little kid that if he don't get his way, he's mad at you and he's throwing insults. Kind of like some people on here. When they want to get into a match with somebody, they like to throw insults. The only thing he can't use profane, well, he has used it, but I mean, in his speeches, he can't go that route and curse a person out while using what he wanna say. But if he don't get his way, he gets mad and he pouts and he rants, and then just say, for instance, the Supreme Court denied something that he wanted to go about them tariffs. And he went on and had a hissy fit. But he don't want to go. That's what makes me mad. And Congress just let him get away with it. He don't go through proper channels. That's what those people are there for, to vote for stuff. And if stuff not right, to not, to veto it or don't approve of it. And that's the way, that's the democracy. That's what we're supposed to do. Everything is not going to go your way. Everything is not going to go our way. So that's the stuff that I don't like. And everything is I, and it's no we or team, and we did this and we did that, and because it's not. It is what it is. It's always I. And like I said, these executive orders, do everything what you want to do, and that's not fair. It really not. Get to know people. Get to know some things. Now I do want to congratulate the hockey team for winning the gold medal. That was good. That was a good positive thing. And they end up getting caught in some bad weather. I'm glad they all made it back home safe. But they were honored in the White House tonight. He honored the hockey team, and that was good. Them bringing back the gold. They look real nice tonight in their USA blue sweatshirts and their khaki pants and their medals around their neck. They look well. They look good. So I'm proud of them. Shout out to them, the hockey team, for bringing the gold medal. That's good. It's a plus for us. We're supposed to be part of the, FIFA, the World Hockey match, or whatever they call it, tournament. It's coming. Part of it is coming to Texas. So that's going to be a big money-making avenue for the state. And also, it's going to be very busy. We have the rodeo every year. That starts in March. That's a big money-making event. A lot of people go to the rodeo. I stopped going to the rodeo years ago. Rodeo is a bunch of walking and a bunch of money. They have a lot of good food out there, but it's a lot of walking. And it's good to take the little ones, if they don't mind the walking and they don't get irritated. You know, sometimes people put them in their little cowboy outfits with the hat and the scarf or the bandana around their neck and the little shirt and their boots and stuff. And then after so long, they be excited, but they start to get bored and want to be picked up, don't want to walk. I'm telling y'all, it's a lot of walking. I don't care. We have the metro bus or the big city bus transportation. They use special buses to bus people back and forth. It used to be to the like the 4 major malls we had, but we don't have those anymore. They've torn down, I know, 3. Well, it was more than 4, but 5 major malls, and the buses would, you park, and it's called park and ride. You park, you ride the bus, it takes you to the stadium, and it drops you off at a certain point. But it still was a lot of walking because you don't know. Well, a lot of people go to the concerts, and they have good entertainers for the concerts and stuff. And some of the entertainers come back every year. They sell out every year. It just depends on who they are. So it's a big thing. It's a big event. And barbecue, it's a big old barbecue contest. On Thursday night, that's when the Thursday night, the start of the rodeo is when they have the big cook-off. And these barbecue people are people that barbecue or have businesses and things of that nature. And sometimes they just a little mom and pop, you know, but they compete for awards and stuff like that. The brisket, well, I ain't gonna say links. Well, if they have homemade links, chicken, the ribs, the beef and the pork ribs. Some do wild game like the hogs and deers and stuff like that. So they compete for the different categories to get, you know, to win medals and money and honor, the bragging rights for their, you know, the barbecue and things of that nature. And a lot of companies sponsor some of the teams, and the jobs will give out like tickets to go be able to go to the, you know, the festivities, the tent parties and all of that. So it's really a big thing, and it really generates a lot of revenue. It also generates a lot of traffic in the area, and it makes it bad for Houston. I tell you, we have about 4 million people live here, and somebody need to go back home or go somewhere. Somebody need to come get somebody, the spaceship or whoever. Yeah, I hope you get another job before. We're not gonna speak that in existence. We're just gonna speak that you get another job. That's what we're gonna speak. Yeah, some people like working remote, some don't. Hey, Mary, how you doing? Oh yeah, the fairgrounds is gonna be horrible. Hey, Tote the Money, how you doing? Don't work too hard. Yeah, the fairgrounds are horrible. I did that when I was much younger. I could do all that walking and stuff. I don't do it no more. I don't do it no more. We have a bigger stadium. We used to have the Astrodome. Hey, ex Granny, how you doing? We used to have the Astrodome. Now the Astrodome is just a big hollow place. We voted and voted. That's why I say a bunch of malarkey and blah blah blah. How people lie to you and tell you all kind of stuff, sell you wolf tickets. We voted and stuff to have the Astrodome. Okay, one time we voted to have like an amusement park or some type of thing. I guess like the Kalalahara, that big water park on the inside. And then I think it's some other places that have like indoor theme parks and stuff like that. We voted on stuff like that. Okay. Then we voted on just tearing it down because you got to keep the lights on, the electricity and all of that, which they were saying costing millions and millions of dollars. Well, okay, you're not trying to do nothing with it, so tear it down. go ahead and get rid of it. Um, and it seemed like every so often they put this on the ballot. Now we done voted for this, I don't know how many times, to do something with this place, and they still haven't done anything with it. So I'm just over it. You know, when they get to talking about it, hey Gloria, how you doing? I'll be like, you know, y'all, that's a bunch of malarkey, because y'all ain't gonna do nothing with it. It's just a big thing of concrete. They sold all of the seats out of it. They had special Astro seats in there. The football, the Oilers, when we had the Houston Oilers, they played in there and stuff. And but it's just a big empty, big concrete dome, and it's huge. It is huge. So they made the NRG Reliant, and that's with a retractable. You could open it up and close it and stuff. They made that, so it's no use for the Astrodome anymore. And when we had the Oilers, they begged for Houston to build them a stadium, and they wouldn't do it. So Bum Phillips packed up his team and went somewhere else. And for a while, we didn't have a team. And then we end up getting the Texans. The Texans are new. Well, I mean, they're newer than any other football team. They ain't just brand new, but they are newer than any other football teams and well established and all of that. So we make a little noise and rattle a little cages, but we could do better. But Granny, I was just listening. Question. Which y'all go ahead and hit the like button before y'all forget. Have anybody heard of Trump RX? Trump says he has a website for medication, and it's called Trump RX. Put a 1 in the chat if you heard about it. Put a 2 in the chat if you ain't heard about it. Trump RX. It's his website. And he said there is lower drug costs to be able to get your prescription through Trump RX, and it's cheaper. Hey Sandra, how you doing? I know a lot of people ain't heard about it, because I just heard about it tonight, listening, trying to peep in and listen to what he was talking about. You know, he's not a favorite person of mine, but I do sometimes want to hear what he's talking about. And he was doing, of course, a lot of bragging, and everything was I in now, you know, because you do the executive orders, and you don't get anybody else's advice or listen to what they want to say. So if Congress is not doing what you want to do, you do an executive order and do what you want to do. So yeah, you bragging and saying I. But I had never heard of that before today. And he brought it up, and he was saying that this lady was they were trying to have a baby, and they were dealing with fertility issues, and she was having to pay $4,000 a session. Now, a session, whether she was getting shots or whether they was trying in vitro and stuff. And I know that that's expensive, because I used to work in that, well, not in that area per se, but they were across where they were around the corner, and we were all in the same area. So I know that that's very expensive. And he's saying that, well, she paid used to pay $4,000 for a session. Now she only pays $500 through the Trump RX program. Now I tried to Google it. And it is a website, but I was looking up some medication that I take, and all of that medication is not even on there. And I wasn't looking up 4 or 5 medication. I looked up one particular one that the mail order pharmacy today, they charged me, and my doctor changed me out of it, $373. And I was upset with that, because I called yesterday to tell them, do not fill the medication. The doctor has changed me to another medicine. Don't fill it. So something told me to call back today. So I called back today, and the woman said, "Well, I'll cancel it." I say, "No, how you gonna cancel it? And they already canceled it yesterday. That I'm just calling to confirm that it was canceled." Okay, she lied and said she canceled it. So that just didn't sit right with my spirit. You know us and our spirits. It just didn't sit right with my spirit. So I called back for a second time today. And this was after 6 o'clock. It was after 5, but the pharmacy they stay open late. And so I got customer service, and you could tell she was working remote from home. And I told her I need to see how to stop this medication. I said, because I was just looking on my credit card, and this is on my account. And I said, I called yesterday to cancel the request, and I called also earlier today. And I say 2 people have failed to get it done or get it processed through. So she connected me to the mail order people. And so when I got on the phone with the lady said, well, it once they process it, it takes 24 hours before it'll finish processing or whatever. And so she said, no, I've canceled it out, so it won't ship, but it'll take 24 to 48 hours. I said, well, I need a confirmation to this call. I said, because I didn't call. This is my 3rd time calling and my 4th person I didn't talk to. And I said, this is unacceptable. I said, it shouldn't have never got put on my card in the first place. They kept asking me, why am I changing? Why do you want to know why I changed it? It really ain't none of your business. Just cancel the prescription. It's really none of your business. But I was nice and went ahead and told you, because the doctor changed my medication. But it wasn't your business as to why I was canceling. All you need to do is cancel it. And you so busy worried about my business till you didn't take care of the business that you were supposed to. It pissed me off today. Especially when I'm looking at $378 that you may ship the medication, and I'm supposed to be changed from it. So, I went there, didn't I, y'all? Just like the college he was supposed to have. He had the thing, girl. That thing flopped. He had the college. I think that college went bankrupt. It flopped. Yeah, that thing flopped. Cause he's a person that he wanna. When he's gone from here, he want to have his name put on something. But just like he removed and put his name under the Kennedy Center and want his name put here, there, and everywhere, don't he know the next president could turn around and add their name, or either take his name off or something? That's crazy, some of the stuff that he does. And that's the stuff that I'm talking about. Hey, Amber. Well, look up TrumpRx.gov and go on there and see if it's on there. They may have uploaded it, because the one I looked for, they didn't have it. They didn't have it on there, talking about they still adding drugs. Well, why in the hell did he say something on his State of the Union thing when soon as he said that, people gonna start trying to verify, fact check these news medias and start trying to fact check, and they're gonna be putting different meds in there. And I put my medicine in there where the patient assistance program closed out for the year 2026, which causing me to face $1,000 for 2 medications, $15 for a 3rd one. So before you come out there and open your mouth and said that, all those drugs should be uploaded on your website and ready to go. That's what happened with that college. He half-asses stuff when it comes to him, but he want his name on everything. And then you half-ass when you do have something going, and then it flops. It flops. Because, like I said, that didn't work for me. It's got the weight loss drugs on there, Wegovy and all that, but other people need medication as well. That's good. If you went from $1,000 to $499, That's still high. That's still high. For people trying to lose weight for health reasons, you need to go down cheaper than that. Especially if it's for health reasons. And most people do need to lose weight for health reasons, not to just look good, but for health reasons. So you're not helping nobody. And he said beef went down. Well, beef went up when you started with them tariffs and stuff. You couldn't buy no doggone brisket. And if you bought a brisket, everybody probably got a little piece like that. They stopped the barbecue place that I was going to, my favorite, they were limited on brisket because brisket was so expensive. You want to buy cows from Argentina. You got cows right here. We got plenty cows here. You know, just things that I just don't agree with. Well, you know, he renamed the Gulf of Mexico didn't he name it from the Gulf of Mexico to Americas? He have a thing against Hispanic people for some reason. He has a big problem. God bless you too, Billy. Hey, loving my grandsons. Welcome everybody coming over. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Yeah, I didn't mean to get on here and talk about him, but I wanted to know, well, like I said, a bunch of malarkey and blah, 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 blah. Just, that's what we talking about. Stuff that you say malarkey and blah, 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 blah. In other words, lie, 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 lie. Or you talking just to hear yourself talk. So whatever the conversation is about, that's why I titled that, and that's what it is. It is what it is. So yeah, I just wanted to know if y'all heard of it, because this was not the first time I heard about it. And when y'all go on there, put some of y'all medications that you're paying for. I don't care if you're paying $5 for. Put it in there and look it up to see if it's in their system yet. Because, like I said, what I looked up, that's a major thing as far as heart and blood pressure. And that's a major medication. And it wasn't in there. So when I get offline with y'all, I'm going to look up the second medication that my doctor prescribed to me. I don't have another phone. If I had another phone, I would look it up and see. I'm going to look at the second medication, the other $500 medication, and see if it's in there and if it's any cheaper. Yeah, I'm going to see. I'm going to do some fact checking myself because, like I said, you know the news media, they right there writing everything down. People and stuff that he recognizing and stuff, they writing everything down. They gonna be fact checking everything to see what's what. But that blew me away when he said Trump RX. I said I ain't never heard of that myself. Well, Mary, go on Trump RX and .gov and see if your medication that you pay a lot of money for, if it's on there, and if it's in there in his system, and see if it's cheaper. That what you do on that. So that's how we gonna handle that. And we gonna get off of him. Cause he ain't my life. But he was the first thing. Y'all. So back to the blah blah blah, and that's a bunch of malarkey. Did y'all see on, I think it's Instagram. Is that Instagram with the little camera? I don't know, because I don't know how to work Instagram. I think sign into it, but I thought I was signing in to TikTok. I don't know. But it's either Instagram or TikTok. But whichever one it was, did y'all see the Uber driver that had a customer, a patron in the car with him, and he stopped in the middle of it on the side of the road in New York and took a dump on the street? A dump in the street. Put a 1 in the chat if you saw it. Put a 2 if you did not see it. Or if you heard of it. Or if you live in New York or NYC is what they said. If you heard of that. Hey, Bama, how you doing? He took a dump in the street. He pulled over to the curb, opened the door, and he was literally out there stooping down. You could see his white behind because she was filming it. And of course, he was white. She was black. And she was filming it. And she was cursing him out. And he called her a monkey. And he told her he can sue her for filming him. And she said, I can sue you for pulling over and pooping on the street. And she said, I never seen nothing like this in my life. An Uber driver just pulled over with me in the car and pooping on the street. And he was trying to grab her phone with his shitty hand. He trying to reach in the phone and telling her to stop filming. I wouldn't have stopped filming either. And talking about, well, she said, well, who you calling a monkey? Who you know? And they was cursing each other. And he said, well, I'll refund your fare. She said, that's not the point. That's not the point. You don't pull over to the side of the road with a patron and then you eating on the side of the road. I've never seen nothing like that. I've never seen nothing like that, y'all. I was looking to see if it was AI, but it wasn't. Because normally when you AI, you can see a little thing on the screen or in the comments, they'll say, oh, that's AI generated. It was a real Uber driver pooping on the side of the street. That was so nasty. No wonder some of these streets in the downtown area, some of these busy streets stink like they do. In front of somebody's business. And it was a business right there. Like, right now. Why couldn't he go in there and ask them to use the restroom? Maybe he did and they said no. And what are you going to wipe yourself with? She told me just shit. That's what she said. You just shitty. Yeah, car smell like. He said, get out of my car. She said, I'm getting out of your car, but you got me in the middle of nowhere. I don't even have a sense of, I don't even know where I am. And you just got me out in past or whatever. I guess she wasn't paying attention to where she was going. Excuse me, y'all. Ooh, where did that come from? She didn't know. I don't know why she wasn't paying attention. I guess she don't know where she was at. And I would have called another Uber. If I would have had to walk a couple of businesses down, and it was a business right there, I would have went in there, asked them what their address was, had another Uber to pick me up, and when I'd have got in there, I would have said, do you have to shit or pee? Because if you do, I don't want to get in this car with you. That's why, he said, well, I'm going to refund your money back. But she said, that's not the point. You don't do that with a patron in the car with you. Oh, Lord, that was so funny. Who got mental illness? Which one? The guy that pooped on the side of the road or the president? I would say both to whatever answer you say, both. That was, I couldn't believe that, y'all. He outside pooping out on the side of the road. I say now, I say he got more nerve than a brass ass monkey. That was crazy. That was crazy. Y'all, what would you do if you took your son, grandchild's gaming system from them? They're about 7 or 8 years old. You took their gaming system from them. For whatever reason, you punish them because they didn't listen. They didn't want to do what you told them to do, or they didn't do what you told them to do, or their grades was bad. And that sucker bust your TV, your big screen TV. Your big screen 65-inch TV. What would you do? And broke your cell phone. And mama holding it in her hand. And why did you do that to the TV? That joker cracked that TV so bad. That TV was unrecognizable. He cracked, I don't know what he hit that TV with. I don't know if he hit it with his head. He hit it with his fist. A 7-year-old, 7 or 8, bust that big TV, and she holding the gaming system in her hand, in her arm like this, and doing this. Why would you do that? Child. Y'all know the house would have been tore up. Would have been like some cats. Because I would have wore his ass out. You done broke my cell phone. And you done busted up the TV. And he's standing like this, like he mad, looking at the TV with his head down. And she said, why did you do that? I don't care. I don't care. You would have been in that TV. You would have been a picture in that TV. What? You know, it'd be people doing the commentary. Woman say. She was like, why is he still standing there? Why is he able to move? Why is he able to still pee? I was laughing. I said, good. And I'm talking to the phone like, good. You know. To keep me from laying hands on him and not in a godly way, I would have to tell him to go sit outside. You go sit outside till I cool off. Or I might would have yanked him up and it would have been on and talk, you know. Because, what would say? By the time you finish beating him, he gonna bruise. But beat him, and when you finish beating him, just wash him up with some witch hazel to hide the bruises. That's a good, I ain't never heard that one. The witch hazel. I need to buy me some for when I had some blood drawn today and I see I got a bruise on me and it's gonna take forever for that bruise to go. But I need to buy me some witch hazel anyway, cause like I said, I'm on a blood thinner and I can hit myself and I bruise. So maybe I give me some witch hazel and that'll take the bruising off. You know, I need to get some anyway. But child. Cha. The police would have been called that day. And I'd say, y'all need to come get him. I would have talked to the police and say, well, can you at least act like you're going to arrest him, handcuff him, put him in the back of the car, and let me and you just finish talking? I would have told you, yeah. Before I do something to him. You done broke my TV. Now, I don't know if there's a man in the house. But when dad come home, if there's a dad, when dad come home and he go see his 65-inch TV cracked up and to smithereens from one end to the other, just cracked. Papa might have some explaining to do. He's going to have to explain himself on that one. Daddy might not be just standing up there like mama was, puzzled, and I think she was in shock. And he's standing there with both his hands on the side of him with his head on the TV, in front of the TV like, she said, you broke the TV. I don't care. Chop. 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 I'd have been breakdancing on him. They're gonna need to take that boy to the doctor to see something wrong with him. Maybe he need to be on some medicine. But yeah, That's sad. You can't control your children. But you know, them children do that. They get so violent when you take them games from them and you take them phones from them. I don't know if that's a good thing to buy stuff like that for them if they gonna get just that emotional and so upset on there. You know, we had a phone in our room and we had an Atari. Anybody my age, you know what the Atari was with the joystick and that thing go doot, doot. It was a ping pong, a stick and a ball. Beep, beep. It would move and you move the control from one side to the other. We ain't had that game, Grand Theft Auto and all that stuff on there, Nice to Kill, or I'm just naming off something I don't know. I know it's something about a Grand Theft Auto. We didn't have all of that. We had that little beep, beep, that little joystick to play the Atari. It wasn't an Atari 1, 2, 3, and 4 version 5. It was an Atari. You got that. And you was happy with that. Oh, and we got a phone in the room. Oh, child. Huh? What you say? And then I had to share with my brother. I need to use the phone. Or if a girl would call him or whatever, you know, I would get off the phone and let him talk. But then I say, well, okay, well, it's my turn. You know. But do something you ain't had no business around there. Parents just come and plug that cord, that little clip out the wall, take that phone on the hook and wrap it around there and take that phone on out the room, take it to their room or wherever else they had to take it to. But you didn't have that phone in your room no more until your grades got better or you did what you were supposed to do. You listened. You didn't get that phone. It wasn't no problem for them to come unplug it, take it, wrap that cord around there. Y'all know if that phone went like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And that Atari, they unplug that thing and take the controls and gone on with they self. And dare you to touch it. Dare you to touch it. Dare you to touch it when they go to work. Because you know you're going to get caught up playing it or on the phone and then they come and touch it and it's warm. VCR. Anything they thought you like that they could take from you, they took it. If you had a big old boom box and you like to listen to music all the time or walk down the street, they confiscate that. Our parents confiscated stuff. And if you had your door closed, they didn't knock on your door. They bust that door open like they for to find something. They bust that door open. And you jump, you know, if you could be playing a game or something. They ain't care. Yep, dared you to touch it. Yep. Yep, mama dared you to touch it. Hey, Sandra, I see people speaking to you. I don't see you. Yeah, I dared you to touch it. And you didn't touch it either, because if you had sisters or brothers, they going to tell on you. They was going to tell on you. Or if I wanted to use the phone, I had to go in my brother's room and use his phone. And then, you know, if a girl called, I had to get out because it was his phone in his room. You know? But no, our parents didn't play that. They took stuff from you. They confiscated. And you bet not say nothing. It just went. You learn it. Come home, do your homework. If you go play outside or whatever. If your entertainment wasn't in the house and you couldn't find no entertainment outside, you come in there, take a bath, shower, eat, and go to bed. You might have been in bed at 7 o'clock because there wasn't nothing else to do. Or they take your TV. You know, we ain't had these big flat screens and stuff. We had them little TV. I had a TV with a screen about that big. About that big. But it was my TV. And you sit there, you put it, be on the dresser or whatever, and you sit there and you watching it, straining your eyes, trying to see it. A little bit bigger than this. Wasn't even big as most tablets. No, it wasn't even big as a tablet. The TV I had screen that little, I'm telling you. Yeah, that's what we had. We ain't had them big old, we ain't had them. It was big enough for mama to unplug it, wrap that cord around it, and it had a handle on it, and she take it on. Take it on to the room or whatever. Or my mama she'd leave it and dare you to touch it. That's how cold my mama was. I dare you to get on that phone. You ain't got to worry about it. I ain't gonna get on the phone. Cause you'll never come listen to that door and see me on the phone. Or have that door crack and I'm on there yappy, laying in the bed just Forget it. Forget about it. No, I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, but he busted up his mama TV. I was like, boy. This was something else. Why do these people go to these drive-through zoos? ATK, now kids so into the phone and apps, they think they literally won't survive without it. Yeah, because the babies, I'm so fascinated with the babies can hit a button and know how to take their little finger and roll it up and hit the thing and find a cartoon and whatever and be just as content. Now these babies have a fit behind these phones. Yeah. These babies have I'll be fascinated with my little great nieces and nephews with these phones and then when I see I watch one particular lady on here, her and her son, and he have a fit now. If he don't have his phone, she gotta keep his little phone charged up and he can look at his little cartoons and stuff. And then you go some places and the kids, they got these kids so in tuned on these laptops. They got these little laptops, with the little rubber around it and stuff, where they can just sit it on the table and they on the laptop just And that's why I say when y'all eating and stuff, you at dinner at the dinner table and stuff, make them children put the phones up and y'all sit down and talk. Y'all sit around the table and talk. Make them put it up for 30 minutes. It's not gonna kill them. Whoever calling them can wait 30 minutes. They eating dinner with their family. Or y'all going out to eat. Y'all put the phones down and have family time and enjoy each other. After y'all take the pictures with the food and stuff like that. One preacher said, I don't know what you're doing all that for. Shoot, just eat the food. What you need to take a picture for? Take a picture of the food. Got to put it on Facebook, YouTube. I can't say nothing because I've been doing this since I've been trying to get me some content. If I could snap, I got to snap. Then I got to go reheat my food because it got cold from me trying to snap the picture to see which one is the best to post. Should I post it? Should I not post it? Oh, well, let me go for it and see what it do. Let it do what it do. So I'm guilty of that, But yeah, he said, y'all just eat the food. Why you always got to take a picture? Because that's the new thing or whatever. But I do believe when I go to eat with somebody, or we out to eat the dinner, I tell them in a minute, okay, you going to have to put your phone down. You asked me to come out to dinner with you and stuff. I'm here. You need to put the phone down. Let's engage in some conversation. I know it ought to be something you can talk about for at least an hour and a half, or an hour and 15 minutes until they bring out food, we eat, we sit down a little bit more, and then we go on about our business. But you need to put your phone down because that's distracting and disturbing to me. It's not that much that you can't. And then especially if it's after hours, you're not conducting no kind of business. You ain't that type of business person. And you ain't bringing your work laptop into no restaurant because you don't want to be bothered doing no work. You don't want to be bothered. So don't even lie about that. But yeah. But so why do people go through these zoos? Go to these zoos where the animals literally walk up to the car and they stick their head in the car. I done seen giraffes do it. I done seen moose do it. I've seen what else they got out there? Ostrich or the T-moose. I done seen all of them. Then they want to feed them. Well, why you get all upset when they be, I mean, the whole SUV be screaming and they be like this trying to get away, get away, get away. And them big old nostrils and them big faces, I would be scared of that too. Got your whole neck and inside my car, and then you lick, a cow tongue is big, say licking their tongue out, or moose, whatever it is with some horns, buffalo, whatever it is. The giraffe sticking his neck in there and all that, and y'all got all the windows down because you're trying to feed the animals, and then when you try to feed them, camels, yeah, then when they stick their neck in there, they have a fit. They have a fit. Why do y'all go through these drive-through zoos? They already tell you that. You got the window down. The animals going to walk up to the car. You feed them. You buy the little food or whatever. You feed them. You done fed them the little snack. They still in there looking for something, licking their big tongue out, and then their big tongue rolling around their face, and then them big nostrils looking. I was cracking up. Oh, I was cracking up. One little boy, he was in the front seat with his mama, whoever, and then the passenger. I say, now, Lord, why do this lady have them eyelashes in there? She looked like one of them animals sitting in that front seat. Them eyelashes was out the heel, and they was curled up, and she had lips pooched out. I say, Lord, have mercy. They probably think that's they girlfriend or something in that car. Sitting in that car, and they kept going in there. She just was trying to act like she was calm, and girl, she probably had to change her underwear when they left out there. She was trying to act like she was all calm and stuff. No, not the way them big heads was going up in them cars and stuff. I was cracking up, and the kids, everybody bunched on top of each other in the back seat. And the more they bunch on top of each other, the further the thing neck could come in the car. Oh, I was rolling. I was crying. And then the little boy, he done jumped in the front seat. And he was like, he got to throw up. And he had his mouth like, and she said, boy, you better not throw up in my car. And I think he threw up on himself. And she said, get back because you're going to knock the car out of gear. You getting ready to knock the car in neutral. But I was laughing. I say, why do they do that? Why do they? I say, boy, that is something else. Why do they drive their car through there? And last thing I'm going to talk about it, then I'm going to close. I'm going to get off of here so I can see if I can catch the news. Oh, one other thing. But anyway, I was looking at this, it was in a country, a different country. And this man, these two women sitting on the park bench. And they sitting there. And so the man come and he gives one of them a rose. And I guess he was saying Happy Valentine's Day. And he sits a big box there. I don't know if y'all saw that. He sits a big box that's gift wrapped. Okay. So he sits the big box there that's gift wrapped in front of two women. I guess he said Happy Valentine's Day or whatever, sweetest day or whatever, but it was in red and stuff. And so the one was holding a rose. And so they looking at each other like, they looking at each other crazy, just giddy, laughing because he didn't put this big box and they don't know what to do. And I guess he told them to open it. So they start to unwrap the box. And one side fell down and the other side fell out. And then it opened up and it was a teddy bear, a nice big teddy bear. When the woman picked the teddy bear up and set it on her lap, child, why it had a man thing, penis and the balls in the front. It was big, sitting on top of sitting in front of the teddy bear in the position where it should have been. And the thing was pointing out and had the two big. Lord have mercy, the women looked at each other. They ain't know what to do. They ain't know what to do with the teddy bear to sit it back down in the thing. And they was doing this. And I was rolling. At first, I didn't catch it. So I'm like, what are they doing? Why they, and when they, I looked to the end of the video. When the video went back again, I said, let me look close so I can make sure I see what they looking at. Child, I saw that. I said, oh my God. The woman, they hadn't looked at it. All they did, the woman took it and, they was looking at the teddy bear. Oh, this is cute or whatever. And they picked it up and the woman sat it on the lap and did like this. And the thing was sticking straight out. It was the same color as the bear. And the two balls, I was like, now I see. I was embarrassed for them. I was embarrassed for them. I say, now, Lord, this man that came and did a prank on them. I say, that's crazy. Let me see. Oh, now this is the last thing, and I'm going to close. Doing COVID, and people have done it, you've seen it on TV, during COVID, the teacher was trying to teach the second graders how the first graders was learning real good doing the C. And it was on a Zoom and whatever. And he had one child sitting down like in a gaming chair, and he got up for some reason or whatever. But then the other child, you could see him, and he was laying down. I say, now, he laying down in school, in class. It had another little boy, he had then went to sleep. And the other girl, the girl was paying attention. And so the girl was paying attention and she was talking to her. And then she noticed the little boy asleep. So she's saying, John, wake up, John, wake up, John. And John wouldn't wake up. But then she was looking at the little girl too, talking to her, and look in the background. Why the girl mama was in the background naked, coming to get a towel or some underwear, and didn't realize the little girl was on Zoom, and came and walked through the camera in the background, getting something, picking something up to either go to the bathroom to take a bath or putting on some clothes. And the teacher said, Michelle, who is that naked in your who is that naked back there in your background? The little girl ain't never looked back. I don't know if she knew it was her mama, her sister, or whoever was in the background. When the teacher was like, who is that in your background naked? Michelle, who is that? That little girl ain't never looked back. She just kept her head straight. She kept her head straight, so you had the naked person in the background. You had John sleeping with his head down. You had the other one laying down like he's sleeping, and the other one got up and left the Zoom. I say, Lord have mercy. Bless that teacher. I say, that was too funny. That just, I couldn't stop laughing at that. I say, Lord. Didn't know the child was on Zoom in school. I say, boy, I tell you. But anyway, I've been on here a little bit over an hour. Thank y'all for coming over. I'm Classy Lady. Make sure you subscribe if you're new to my channel. Hit the like button. Go and watch some of my videos. When you're cooking, you're taking a shower or bath, put me on, let me play. Go through and pick out a topic that you see that may be of interest. Let it play or whatever. Get me up. I'm trying to get to the 500 subscribers, and I'm trying to get that first 1,000 subscribers. So thank y'all for coming over, listening to me. I should be on again tomorrow. Lord say the same. Hey, Lakeisha, how you doing? You're going to have to catch me in the replay. I'm wrapping it up. Lord say the same. I should be on tomorrow at 9. If I can come on at 8:30, I'll try to post it. I forgot to post tonight. But tomorrow I'll try to post that I'm coming on if I come on earlier than 9 o'clock. But otherwise, I'll be on at 9 o'clock. Same place, different day, same face, different clothing. And with that being said, don't worry about it, Lakeisha. Well, talking to your husband is good. That's good. So with that being said, everybody have a good and blessed night. Angels on everybody's pillow. And later.
problems that dictate where you live, whether you can afford to start a business, or whether you have to skip a prescription in order to buy groceries. So I'll ask again, is the president working to make life more affordable for you
Nope.
and your family?
Nope.
We all know the answer is no. I grew up in a house of service. My mother was a nurse, and my father was a career law enforcement officer.